it was players and coaches and GMs, then it would be a little more, I think, in Russ's favor right now.
Really?
I think so, man. Because as players, you look at, it's like James is doing what he's doing. They fit the roster for him to be able to have the team that the season that he's having. Mm-hmm. But to go out and play each and every night, man, and bring that kind of intensity, and without him, Russell, where the team would be. There'd been a lottery. There would be a lottery pick right now. They'll be fighting, seeing what pick they're going to get. Yeah. That's not the case right now. But if I had a vote, I'm voting for Russ. But if it's just the way he approaches the game each and every night, man, it's impressive. It's very, very impressive. But they're in the sixth spot right now. They're a game and a half out of 5. I don't see why it couldn't be a co-MVP, but that's the easy way out. Yeah. But
just a quick thought.
Not really easy way out, but the stats are there. But we'll see.
I cannot believe how hard he plays and how much contact he endures on a nightly basis. Taking no game, he hasn't missed a game all year. Doesn't want to miss a game. Obviously, he's trying to break a record.
Right.
But I'm going to knock on wood before I say this. I don't know how he avoids some kind of injury. I'm sure he's beat up.
Yeah, he's beat up.
But hey, does he not have high collision games? He's flying down the lane, taking shots. It's Iverson-esque. He's a little bigger and stronger than Allen was, built a little stronger.
Definitely.
But still, I've never seen anybody play so hard through so much contact, so many games this deep into the season.
Is it a situation, Kmart, that the way he plays the game, the way he approaches the game, his tough-minded mentality, is it because it reminds you of the way you played the game?
A lot of it is. A lot of it is, man. Like, it's not a lot of people that's in the NBA that I would pay to go see play.
Right.
And Russell is one of those players.
Right.
That I would definitely go pay money to see him play. I would take my son to go, like, hey, this is the way you do it. Right. This is the way you approach it each and every night, man. And I respect it. I respect, and like you said, Skip, not sitting out games, wants to play in every game that the team is available to play. And that says a lot in this day and age, man. For you not to want to, you're the best player, and everybody knows it, and for you to be out there with your guys in the foxhole, it says a lot.
I'm leaning right now towards James Harden because for the longest time, everybody said James Harden is a ball stopper.
Yeah.
Nobody can play with James Harden because he's going to take all the shots and he's not going to pass it. But he's revamped his game. Yes. And like you said, they've built the roster so James Harden can have this kind of success. Definitely. They got Brian Anderson. They got Eric Gordon. They got Lou Williams. They surrounded him with snipers. They got Dwight Howard off their roster, a guy that averaged 15 and 13, but he's like, you're clogging the lane. James can't get to the paint. And when he drives to the paint, he can't kick because you got a big guy there. So they got rid of him, and they tailored the roster so James Harden could have success. And he's playing the way we knew he could score points.
Yeah, definitely.
Because his first year in Houston, we saw his first games like 35 and 40 points. You're like, okay, he could score. But could he do anything other than score? Now, he still doesn't really play any defense now. We understand that. But, Skip, he's distributing the basketball. And for that, and because his team is winning, I'm leaning towards James Harden as the MVP. But it's hard to deny what Russell is doing because I thought the rebounding would trip him up. Yeah. But this guy, the average 10.5 rebounds a game at 6.3, at 6 foot 3 inches tall. This ain't the 1950s, Skip, where everybody was 6 foot 3 and you got 10 rebounds a game. Yeah. He's in there amongst giants. I mean, he got 2 6'10", Taj Gibson 6'10", Adams probably 7 feet, Sabonis is probably 6'11". Yep. He's got 3 guys that's over 6'10", and he's averaged more rebounds
and Cantor comes in at 6'10".
But you know what's bigger than his height than anybody in the league? That heart, man.
Yeah, hey, you can't measure that.
That heart, man. Hey, if you present yourself and you want it, good things happen, man. You just got to go in there and he wants it. And that's the way he approaches the game each and every night.
For me, if this man is going to average a triple-double in this day and age, he is going to be my MVP. I don't know if it's going to be the writers or the other, whoever's voting, media people, MVP, but it's an incredible athletic achievement to endure the beating that he endures on a nightly basis to get 10-plus rebounds. Yeah. And to get to the free throw line as much as he does. He's not the greatest shooter in the world, but he just makes things happen for a team that would absolutely be in the lottery, certainly out of the playoffs without him.
What would Houston be without James Harden?
Well, you could probably say that.
Yeah, they both would be in the same, and that's why they're up for MVP. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The talent on the roster, they've catered to those guys' strengths.
I agree. And Shannon, to your point, it's a good point. James' game has matured and evolved shockingly. Like, I agree. I get that. But he's up against a good friend of his and a former teammate of his who's having a 1,000,000 to 1 shot kind of a year, where I didn't think this would ever be possible until Kevin Durant left. And then he's on a mission to get even with Kevin in many ways. But that's why I said before the year started, he's going to average a triple-double. But I had to presume he was going to be able to stay healthy this far to get to this point.
I think the MVP would mean more to Russ than it would. James want to win, but Russ wants to win because he said, Kevin, you won the MVP with me. I won the MVP without you.
I agree.
So,
and what just happened with the new Kendrick Lamar
diss
lyrics
track?
and who co-signed? Russ co-signed, right?
co-signed it.
Yeah.
So this.
Okay.
So this. And plus, he and James Harden are LA guys. They're both LA guys.
Yep.
One went to Arizona State, the other went to UCLA. Somehow they ended up at OKC. James, for whatever reason, they traded James Harden.
Yep.
But it appears to me that Russ and James has always been closer than Russ and KD. That's just the way it appears to me. Because to hear him talk about, James, and to hear James talk about Russ, you would think that they have a better, closer relationship than he and KD.
I agree, except before July 4th, Russell would have told you that he was closer to KD.
I don't think so.
I
they
think
grew
he
up
got
together.
blindsided.
They grew up
Well,
together.
I know, I got it, but remember, these guys became Oklahoma City brothers for a long time without James. James has been gone for, what's it been?
4 years, I think.
Almost going on
4 or
5
5 years.
But he thought that KD was his brother for life, and KD just did not enjoy playing basketball with Russell. He liked him off the floor. It was like his little brother off the floor.
How can you not like playing with that?
Because he's the primary decision maker, and he is the primary ball.
Hey, if you're supposed to be the man that everybody know KD is, like KD is great, but how can you turn that away? Like, how can you walk away from a guy that approaches the game that way?
Okay,
that's tough to do, man.
The organization agreed with you, which is why they treated him like he was the man in the organization as opposed to Kevin.
Yeah, because he deserved to be treated that way.
No.
It's tough to imagine if he averages a triple-double and breaks Oscar Robinson's single-season record that he wouldn't be the MVP. Like, it's just hard.
Who's voting, though?
Well, I mean,
Oscar,
I think they like him.
When Oscar averaged a triple-double, he didn't win it.
I know, but that can't be your only argument.
But I'm saying Will averaged 50 and 27, and he didn't win.